position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Give to the single back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Let's talk for a second about Arkansas and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gonna run it. It's Clemens. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Turning it on! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it past the marker. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy is going to bring them down, and you see it year after year.
Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. On the run, it's Clemens. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Virginia found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Charlottesville. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The quarterback keeps it. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a crease. It's Lemon. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack and creating some momentum.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. A strike. Finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. can get something going here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Kendricks. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Calls his own number. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working the middle, it's complete. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one.
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for that.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. a limit. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Got his man, and they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. First down, 10 yards to go.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit, and that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia Tech ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous gold unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown tie! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
And that ball's free behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
To the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive.
Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Got the quick completion. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he's snowed under.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming in the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Back open in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Looking to throw again. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kendricks. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fakes to grab. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Finding an escape route. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You've got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Working the big fella to the corner. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quick toss. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Man, 4th and goal, you're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it. You find your receiver, throw it up. He goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
Getting set for the point after. They knocked through the extra point, but they still trail 31-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big late in the game. You know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Knox. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Running into the open space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
To the air on first down. Works the middle of the field. The Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. Wants to fire on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Knox. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the...
Looking for the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead. But that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Finds his man down the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. To find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Now on third down after that run. They go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. They're still firing away even with this lead. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's going to go down as time has run out. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.